One of the things that I go through that with businesses is that how implement AI in their business, how to identify profitable opportunities, evaluate and prioritize, then assess your AI readiness within your business, because not every business has their infrastructure ready for implementing AI, and they need to build that foundation, have their data strategy and everything in place to be able to implement the right AI implementation in their business. And then it comes to build or buy or a hybrid approach on AI implementation, and because there are so many off-the-shelf tools out there, so that businesses that can use that or build it within their business. And then the next step is, okay, start small, because implementing an idea is like planting. You need to be patient. Just you come with the idea, you pitch it to other people, it goes to the concept, and you build. And with the help of AI, building a prototype and getting to the pilot stage and then next to production is quite easy and available for everyone. Brian mentioned that he doesn't have a technical background, but he was able to go from the idea within 5 days. And that's also depends on how much you want to invest. For example, you want to invest, I usually say that save 10K per month with AI, because it's possible. We already saved that a lot with AI tools that we are using, that I will mention that in a minute. So it depends on, you want to invest 10K per year and have only one laptop and live in a shared studio, or you want to 10K per quarter, get your own apartment and so on, and whether 10K per month or 10K per day and live in a very fancy location in the city. So some of the AI tools that we use and actually save us a lot of money per month, because it saves us developer, is Buzzy tools that we use. We turn Figma file to mobile app. We delivered multiple mobile app with the Buzzy platform. Lovable Dev, that is one of the platform that we use it specifically for front-end development. We don't use that for back-end. Copilot, which extremely is helpful, save us hiring a full stack developer mid to senior level. We have developer, but this one save us one more. And Amazon Q is for infrastructure, specifically for AWS. And Replit is a lightweight cloud. It's really easy for going from idea to production. So as you can see, these AI tools are in two categories. Some of them are prompt-based, like Lovable, Copilot, Amazon Q, and Replit. And some of them are drag and drop, like N8N, Make, and Zapier. Zapier has been in the market for many years. They are very integration specific. You can still use that for AI, and they have integration with GPT and other large language model, but they are designed for mostly API integration. Make.com is specifically for AI workflow, for workflow automation, and they added also agentic aspect. But N8N is a very good platform. It's great for agentic workflow. You can build enterprise solutions. Unless you have a very complex scenario, you might have to go to coding. But a lot of cases at the moment, you can cover it with N8N. I'll show you now here. Replit has an agent similar to Lovable, and you can also go to Replit and start typing to the agent, and it builds everything for you. I'm coming from a technical background, but for last 7 years, I'm not doing coding, at least not heavy coding. So it's very easy for me to design everything and build things with this tool. And that's also amazing. So the idea is that if you are a product designer, product manager, and so on, and you have an idea within your company, you don't need to necessarily go to developers and build that. Now you can build all these tools, build it, and especially like Replit is cheaper than Lovable, is $7 per month. Lovable, I think, $20. So you prompt this. I did some prompt. I want to build that. For the prompting, let me show you a bit of a history of where I built this initially. So for the prompt, what I would suggest is that usually think of what you want your idea, And once you have your idea, type it and send it to ChatGPT for a better prompt, and then send it to these tools. Because then that way you get a better outcome. So these tools at the moment is running. So this is the idea of that helping candidates that they're looking for a job get their job analyzed against a specific job description rather than applying for a job and getting disappointed and rejected. So they just get analysis from AI, what's their evaluation for their job and what's their success rate. So I'll just, for example, upload a resume and go through and requested some of the analysis. And here is the backend that I built with N8 and it's running. So the outcome of the analysis, it suggested that the resume profile was more successful toward product manager role and what's the percentage of the fit and etc. At the moment, for example, for this scenario, N8N only can parse PDF. It can do the documentation as docx as well, but it has some issue around table. So in this sort of scenarios that you want to parse different type of file, images, etc., you need a bit of a coding, and you can build a small API, coding API elsewhere, and use that API within N8N and get this workflow work together. So what it does is that there is a webhook area and all different nodes that handle the file, extract the text from file, and go to the ChatGPT, the large language model, and get the outcome. And to make this more agentic, it asks in the prompt whether the confidence on the analysis is high or not based on the job description that is sent out. And then it decide. I removed the decision part, but there is a decision part that what's the confidence of this workflow, this outcome is high or low, and ask a question back again to the candidate. It would take me longer because I built this in 2-3 hours. We have also built this platform, TapPoint, which is a hiring platform. We built this primarily by with Lovable and Copilot, around 70%. And a lot of these design, we have a lot of customization on this, but a lot of it is this design initially by Copilot and Lovable.dev. So it's agentic workflow of candidate evaluation for hiring system. That's it.
Sure, Sheila.